Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the contribution of Goldmann, Althusser and Macherey in the field of structuralist Marxism. In 1916s, France and Europe were dominated by structuralist thinking, and even Marxism came under the influence of this structuralist thinking. And both Marxism and structuralism, they had certain common things in their theories, and they did not try to generate meaning from individual action, which is called as parole, but they tried to derive meaning from the individual's position in the social system called as langua. The differences in these two are that the structuralists believed that the underlying structures are self-regulating systems, whereas the Marxists believed the underlying structure is historical, materialist and fraught with contradictions. Lucian Goldmann is a Romanian Marxist structuralist scholar. He was based in France and he discarded the idea that texts are creations of individual genius, and he argued that they are based upon trans-individual mental structures which belong to particular classes. That is, the relationship between social class and literary text was thought not to be reflected in the content, but in the parallelism of form or homology. By means of the concept of homology, Goldmann was able to think beyond the confines of the dogmatic realist tradition and to develop a distinctive variety of Marxist literary and cultural analysis, and he gave for this the name genetic structuralism. Louis Althusser is a French Marxist philosopher, and he had a major influence of Marxist literary theory, especially in France and Britain. He rejected the Hegelian revival within Marxist philosophy as popularized by the scholars of the Frankfurt School, and he argued that the importance of Marxist philosophy lies in his departure or break from Hegel. Althusser was against Hegel's notion of totality, and consequently the terms such as social structure and order are of no significance to him, as they presuppose a structure with a center from where all meaning does arise. Instead, Althusser believed in the notion of decentered structure. Complexity of the social formation as the economy is not the only determinant factor. Althusser refused to believe that art is simply a reflection of ideology. Althusser defines ideology as a representation of the imaginary relationship of individuals to their real conditions of existence. A dominant ideology of the society is often considered as a commonsensical, as most people live by the ideology without really understanding the consequence of it and thereby serving the interest of the dominant class. Althusser thinks that art or literature can transcend and critique the ideology from which it is born. Pierre Macherey, in his work A Theory of Literary Production, discusses Althusser's principles of art and ideology. He points out that the text, rather than a self-contained work of art, is a product in which disparate materials are worked over and changed in the progress of this creation. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.